Hello, and welcome to my presentation on multiple digit addition. Another thing that you might call this adding big numbers. We're talking about numbers that have more than one digit. So here's some examples. 25, 153, 72,308. Any number that has more than one digit. Adding it can be tricky, and here's an interesting way to do it. So you might be saying right now, Mr. C, why do I need to know this? What does this have to do with me? What has multiple digit addition done for me lately? Well, for me personally, helps me with my finances. Lets me know how much money I owe and how much money people owe me, which to me is pretty important. And secondly, and probably more important for you, you got to know this stuff in order to go any further in math. Even the next step of subtraction is going to be difficult without big number addition. Let alone trying to do multiplication without having any sense of addition like this is going to be nearly impossible. So you gotta know it. Might as well start practicing now. Okay. I'm going to start out by showing you the unfortunate events of someone who does not have a concept of how to do multiple digit or big number addition. And let's see what happens.
Hey Lucy, come on over here. So I owed you $25 that you let me borrow last month. And then I owe you $34 in back allowances, right? Does that sound right? Okay, so think I can tally that. It comes to about $40 altogether. Does that sound right? All right, here you go.
Hey, Lucy, you just got schooled by Mr. C.
Youch! She did. She got schooled by me. That's a deep burn. But if you don't know multiple digit addition, you don't have any idea why. And maybe this has happened to you and you don't even know it. So let's learn how to do it, and then we'll find out where Lucy went wrong. Okay, we're going to take a look at a couple of math problems. 54 plus 32. 163 plus 45, it's a little trickier because we got a number that's in the hundreds place. And then this is a really big one, I think. 10,903 plus 99. There's a couple different reasons I think that one's the most difficult problem. For starters, rule number 1, before we write down anything, you must always line up your place values. You got to do it. If you don't understand place value, this is not the video for you. Place value is very important. Go check out some great online resources. You can probably check out one of my videos. If not, Google it. It's there. Ask your teacher. Learning about place value is an important first step. Okay, so once you understand that and you have an idea of what that means, well, you can start writing down these problems. So we'll start with the first one. 54 plus 32. Now watch, I'm going to line up the ones place. Whoa, it's like he's writing it backwards. He is writing it backwards. It's smarter when you're doing math to write it backwards because the smaller number comes on the right-hand side. It's like the reverse of reading, if that made any sense. Ignore it if it didn't. Okay, so look, I've lined it up. Ones place, tens place. Let's do it. Now all we have is single-digit problems lined up for us. What's 4 plus 2? 6. If you don't know that, then this is, again, not the right video for you. You should be checking out single-digit addition. And then once you get good at single-digit addition, come check out multiple-digit addition. You can restart the video, and we can check it out together. So then 5 plus 3 equals, everybody, I can hear you, 8. I hope you said 8. And there you go. There's the answer. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 plus 3 is 8. Let's write it in up here nice and sloppy. Oh, yeah, look at that sloppy 86. Mrs. Kennard would have not been happy if she saw this. But luckily, Mrs. Kennard is not here to yell at me for it. Okay, second one. Now, again, let's remember the all-important rule of what? What's the first rule we're supposed to be thinking of? Say it. Say it, even though I can't hear you say it anyways. Say it. Okay? Yes, you have to line up the place value. So look, I'm going to start out lining up the ones place, and only after I do that am I going to write the tens place. It looks like I'm writing the number backwards, but it actually helps when you're doing this, multiple digit or big number addition. And then just give it a rip. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10. Write down the 10. No, don't write down the 10. We do not want to write down the entire number 10 underneath here. 6 plus 4 is in fact 10, but we only take the number on the right-hand side and write it down here. We carry the 1 up over here and continue adding. 1 plus 1 is 2. Yeah. Ooh, kindergartners like those ones. They're nice and easy. Okay, 208. All right. Let's go on to what I think is the hardest one over here. What's our most important rule? Say it. Line up the place values. I mean, right here, if you messed up the place values for this problem, it's impossible to get the answer right. That's pretty much true for every big number or multiple digit addition problem. If you don't line up that place value right, you're doomed from the beginning. So you have to be familiar with place values and how to line them up in order to be successful in this type of addition. Okay, so if you see I've lined up the ones place, I've lined up the tens place, and I'm even going to put that very comforting, fuzzy, warm addition sign over there. So that any teacher who's looking at me knows what I'm doing. Okay, so here's my sloppy 9 plus my sloppy 3, which equals a sloppy 12. Yes. Maybe I should stop writing the numbers over here. Think we can do this without writing the numbers? Write down the, or put down the 2 and carry the 1. Okay, so the 2 stays down, the 1 comes over, and then you continue adding. 1 plus 9 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. Okay, see how I split the 10 up? Put down the 0, carry the 1. What's 1 plus 9? Well, same as it was 2 seconds ago. It's 10. Put down the 0, carry the... Hope you said 1. Okay, and now we have 1 plus 0. Ooh. If you don't know 1 plus 0, maybe you should be watching science videos or something. Okay? I'm just kidding. You can finish watching this video, then watch science videos. Okay, 1 plus 0 is 1. And then look, we still have to do this one over here. Even though there's not a number below it, it's important that we still pretend like we're adding it. What's 1 plus 0? Well, it's 1. Notice how I didn't write the comma. The reason is because I think that the comma gets confusing and sometimes kids think it's a 1. So while you're starting out and learning this, leave the commas out of your numbers. Even if you know they're there and you want to show off to your teacher that you know they're there, keep them out for now until you get really good with adding, and then we can show off to our friends and teachers that we know everything about commas, okay? All right, well, where to next? I want you guys to try this, okay? I want you to tell me how, in fact, Lucy got schooled. She somehow got swindled there. How? Well, if you remember in the video, if you want to rewind the video and check it out, go ahead. But I'll throw the problem up here for you right now. I owed her $25, and I owed her another $34. But I gave her $40. I said, that adds up to be $40. Is that true? Figure it out. How bad did Lucy get schooled? Did she get schooled? Maybe I paid her the right amount. I don't know. Okay, when you figure out the answer, tell a friend. Call over your teacher. Okay? And just to wrap it all up here today, I want to just reflect kind of on some of the things that we learned. So what did we learn? Big number addition, multiple digit addition is important in order to take the next step in math. You can't glance over this. That means look at it quickly or not really learn it. And then learn how to multiply and divide and do fractions and decimals and percents. It's something that you absolutely have to know. So if it takes you a while to get comfortable with it, take your time. Practice it. Have your mother write down problems for you. Challenge your brother to math off. Doesn't sound cool. Challenge your little brother to a math off. Have grandma quiz you on, big multiple digit addition problems until you get faster and faster and until you get more and more accurate. Accurate means you get the right answer. Because until you do, or I should say when you do, the next steps in math, subtraction mainly, and then multiplication, gets so much easier. So put in the time now. Okay. And secondly, just a really quick trick to always remember when you're talking about big multiple digit addition, You gotta line up the place values, because if you don't, you're doomed from the beginning. So good luck. Keep working. Don't fake practice. I'll know if you're fake practicing, okay? If you're telling your teacher, I still don't get it, okay? It's because you're not practicing. Practice it. Write down 10 problems right now. Challenge, okay? 10 problems right now. See if you can come up with the answers to it. Challenge a friend. See who can be faster to get all 10 right. And maybe your teacher will even let you borrow a calculator to check and see if you're right. But you shouldn't need one, okay? So good luck. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.